Hello and welcome. My name is Christina. I love gymnastics and I thought I would do a couple videos sharing about women's gymnastics, how the teams and individuals qualified to the Paris Olympics, as well as what are the procedures for qualifying and what is the competition format. This video is just about how the teams and individuals qualified. Please like and subscribe if you like it, and you'll get notification or come back later and look for the second part on how the competition will actually happen in Paris. So, the qualifying events for the 2024 Olympics for women's artistic gymnastics. Teams could qualify through the 2022 World Championships as well as the 2023 World Championships. Individuals could qualify at the 2023 World Championships, the 2024 Apparatus World Cup Series, according to their ranking on Apparatus, best 3 of 4 competitions, the 2023 or 2024 Continental Championships, and that's their all-around ranking, or by getting the tripartite spot. All right, let's talk about teams. So, how do the teams qualify to Olympics? First of all, up to 12 teams, only 12 teams, can qualify for the Olympics. The two ways they could qualify were through the World Championships in 2022 and 2023. Back in 2022, at the World Championships, the top 3 countries in the team final, USA got gold, Great Britain got silver, Canada got bronze. Those 3 teams automatically earned a team berth to the Paris Olympics. Now they could sit back and relax a little bit because it doesn't matter what happens at the next qualifying event, which is the 2023 World Championships. Here, it wasn't about what happened in team finals. It was about what happened in the qualification round. The top 9 countries in the team qualifications, not counting USA, Great Britain, Canada, who already qualified, earned themselves a team spot to the Olympics. So I just flipped over to one of my absolutely favorite sites, the Gymternet. It's the gymter.net. And let me tell you, if you are a data nerd like I am, this is absolutely the best site ever. This is where you can find all of your information on anything gymnastics, men's and women's. Lauren Hopkins, who runs this site, I don't know her, but I follow her on Twitter, and this site is just amazing. It has so much information, and like I said, if you like to know information about gymnastics and scoring, this is definitely your place. But I want to show you here the 2023 World Championships results. And this shows us the all-around final. It also shows us each of the 4 event finals for the women. It shows us the team final results. Last year it was United States, Brazil, and France who got gold, silver, and bronze. And that was historic for Brazil and France. I love history making. But at the bottom, it shows you all of the qualifiers. It shows you all the individual qualifiers, all the qualifiers for the event finals, and all the team qualifiers. And this is the important part because I just showed you how teams were able to qualify to Paris. So not only was the qualification at the 2023 World Championships important for getting into the team finals, but more importantly, because only the top 8 made it to team finals at the World Championships, the most important thing for many of these teams was getting a team qualified to Paris. And this is how it was looked at. Remember, I said the top 9 teams, not counting the 3 already qualified, which was USA, Great Britain, and Canada. The next top 9 teams earned themselves a spot as a team in Paris. And so those were, not counting the United States, they already had a spot from the previous year. Great Britain already had a spot from the previous year. And then you had China, Brazil, Italy, Netherlands, France, Japan, Australia, Romania, and South Korea. Those are the next 9 who earned themselves a team spot. In a similar manner, you get the gymnasts who qualified in the all-around qualifications, and I'll be showing you those ones in the next slide when I talk about the individual qualifiers. But realize it's not necessarily the top 15 because you're not counting the ones who have already qualified. And one more thing before we leave this page. After the top 9, and Canada already qualified the previous year team, that's all the teams that could qualify. But the next 3 countries that ranked, so the 10th through 11th and 12th, basically, not counting USA, Great Britain, Canada, Germany, Mexico, and Hungary did not qualify a team, but they earned a non-nominative spot for 1 gymnast, which means that country has earned a spot and can choose which gymnast will fill that spot at the Olympics. So let's move on to the individuals. How did individuals qualify to these Olympics? Well, if the country didn't qualify a team, then there were different ways for them to go ahead and qualify as an individual. As you can see here, some spots were for the country. And as I told you about when we were looking at the Gymternet site, the next 3 countries in the team qualifications earned a spot for their country. And like I said, that was a non-nominative spot, so it didn't belong to the gymnast herself. It belongs to the country, and they could choose who they want to represent them. Those 3 countries were Germany, Mexico, and Hungary. Then you have the nominative spots, the ones for the specific gymnasts. The top 15 gymnasts in the all-around qualifications, and here's the key, who are not from any of the 12 countries that qualified a team, earned themselves a spot to the Paris Olympics. Remember how I showed you the Gymternet website and how when we were going through the qualifications, we picked the top 9 teams. We didn't count USA, Great Britain, or Canada. We just skipped down to the next on the list. Same thing happened here. And what's interesting is I was looking through the qualification list for the all-around qualifications, and I think they went down as far as the 52nd qualified gymnast to get the last person for these 15 qualifying spots. And that's because a lot of the spots in the all-around belong in the qualifications for all-around belong to gymnasts from the countries. And that's typically the case. The countries who can go ahead and qualify teams will usually have multiple gymnasts who can score pretty high in the all-around qualifications. And while only 24 gymnasts get to actually compete in all-around, there's a 2 per country. Otherwise, there are many countries who could have 3 or 4 gymnasts in the all-around. Regardless, these are the 15 who earned themselves a spot at the Olympics based on their qualification scores at the 2023 World Championships. Additionally, The top qualifier, again, not from a country who already earned a team spot, but the top qualifier in each apparatus, vault, bars, balance beam, and floor, earned themselves a spot. Now, some of these didn't even make it to the event final at the World Championships because you had to go a little ways down the list. But they were the top in the qualifications for these apparatus, and they were not in a country who had already qualified a team. There's a maximum of 3 individuals per country. You can see here Germany earned a non-nominative spot. Paulina Schaefer-Betz from Germany earned herself a spot from the all-around qualification ranking. And Sarah Voss from Germany earned herself a spot based on her ranking in the floor qualifications. The next route that an individual gymnast could choose to qualify to Paris was through the Apparatus World Cup Series. Basically, these were 4 competitions, just apparatus competitions, no all-around, no team competitions. There was the competition in Cairo, Egypt, Doha. There was competition in Cottbus, Germany, and I don't recall the 4th one. But through these, the gymnasts could go ahead and get rankings based on their finishing. And of course, gymnasts who are from countries that already qualified a team would not get ranking points. And then the top 2 ranked gymnasts on each apparatus, the top 3 points that they had earned out of the 4 competitions, would earn themselves a spot. Only 1 country per apparatus, so technically you could have gotten 2 gymnasts from a certain country. There was actually a lot of us hoping for Erica Pinkston from Belgium. Nina Derwall wrapped up the beam rankings with a perfect 90. You got 30 points for first place finish. But we were hoping that Erica could perhaps qualify on floor, but she didn't quite get it. Here you have the 2 from vault, the 2 from bars, the 2 from beam, and then the 2 from floor who qualified. And then the last way to qualify was through the Continental Championships. You have the European Championships, the African Championships, the Asian Championships. The Pan American Games were used as the North America, South America Championships. And then there was also Oceania Championships. Unfortunately, Isabella Brett, who qualified first there, did not get her spot simply because New Zealand, which is where she's from, New Zealand Olympic Committee, did not file the paperwork to submit her to be able to be in contention to be part of the Olympics. I don't even fully understand it, but the whole Gymternet is in an uproar about it. Yeah. So, and then the last is the tripartite spot. The tripartite commission gives a spot, and Lindsey Brown from Haiti went ahead and got that spot. So, there you have it. All the teams and individuals qualified for the Paris Olympics and how they got those qualifications.